So we have some breaking news for you. In a CBS News exclusive, video of President Trump's deposition with New York Attorney General Letitia James has been released. Now, the video shows the former president sitting for a deposition last August during a civil fraud investigation. It began with some back and forth, but once the questions turned to Mr. Trump's finances, the former president invoked the Fifth Amendment, which he continues to do for nearly 4 hours.
That's right. We're about to show you this video. Only CBS News has this in just a moment, but we want to remind you this case is connected. This deposition is connected. This deposition is connected to should go on trial in early October, despite numerous attempts by President Trump's attorneys to push that date back. And this deposition is not from the criminal tax fraud case in which the Trump Organization was found guilty last year. So with all that said, let's now bring in one of our staffers responsible for getting this available, CBS News reporter Graham Cates. You've been following this case for us. The video stems from a FOIA request you made. Just stack it up for us. Why is this video now just being released?
This deposition was confidential, but the pieces of the transcript were included as an exhibit, in the New York Attorney General's lawsuit against Donald Trump, three of his children, and his company. The state is suing his company and them for $250 million and trying to stop their business operations in New York. And as part of that, in October, they were trying to get an independent monitor, and they included this deposition in the exhibits for that. And when that happened, that became public. It was no longer confidential. So we asked the New York Attorney General for the corresponding video. At first they said no, we appealed, and ultimately we got it today. And the video is really interesting. I mean, it shows a former president in a civil fraud investigation repeatedly invoking the Fifth Amendment. He's a former president. He's also a candidate for president at this point. And we also see him give his thoughts on the investigation itself. He says,
let's go ahead and show the first clip that you were able to obtain.
In her AG speech, she promised to, quote, shine a bright light into every dark corner of Trump's real estate holdings. Shortly thereafter, she vowed to, quote, use every area of the law to investigate President Trump and his business transactions, and that of his family as well. She knows nothing about us. This is when she knew absolutely nothing about us. It was very unfair. This whole thing is very unfair.
So that's the first piece of the deposition. What's the second one about?
And now he explains why he decided to invoke the Fifth Amendment. It was something that previously he said he wasn't interested in doing in other matters. And he says, he basically says, I have no choice.
Okay, let's play that.
If you're innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment? I was asking that question. Now I know the answer to that question. When your family, your company, and all the people in your orbit have become the targets of an unfounded, politically motivated witch hunt, supported by lawyers, prosecutors, and even the fake news media, you really have no choice. Anyone in my position not taking the Fifth Amendment would be a fool, an absolute fool.
So we're not going to forget that it was Donald Trump who said only the mob takes the Fifth Amendment, right? So here he is having to defend that decision. So this was done last summer. Why are we seeing it now?
So we were hoping to get it a little bit sooner.
Right.
It first became public in October, on October 13th. And we requested it. Initially, the Attorney General denied our request. They said it was part of a law enforcement proceeding. But the transcript was already out there. So, I mean, the video is just video of what's in the transcript. But this is a legal matter that is terribly important to the company. It's a $250 million lawsuit. And they're seeking to cease Trump's company's operations in New York, and also include a bunch of other sanctions on him and three of his children.
And I guess what's noteworthy about Donald Trump pleading the Fifth so many times, I think in the notes that we have here, he invoked the Fifth Amendment some 400 times in this deposition, and you've got 4 hours of this footage, is that it's out of character for him as far as what he has said publicly, but also seems to suggest that this is getting very close to the bone for him as far as what could hurt.
Sure, and the 400 times, this deposition was several hours long, and what they ended up doing was the first few questions, he gives this kind of lengthy response where he says, you know, I won't be answering this question, and then the investigator says, for the sake of brevity, let's just say same answer from here on out. And then question after question, they're showing him exhibits, financial statements that he's had, and they're asking him to look at it, and then he's saying same answer, same answer, same answer for hours.
Listen, if we already have a transcript of this deposition, how come we're only getting these small little snippets of the video?
The rest of it's still confidential, so only the parts that they included as an exhibit are open to the public. Everything else is still part of their law enforcement proceeding, their investigation. But they made this public when they included the transcript in the exhibit.
You've been bouncing around covering all of these cases. I don't even know how you keep it straight, because when we were hearing about this deposition, both Errol and I were like, which one is this? Which case is this? Give us you told us which case it is. Just tell us where we are in terms of this investigation and sort of what's next for this case.
This is set so far to go to trial in October of this year. Now, the Trump Organization and its attorneys have a couple of times asked the judge to delay that, to give them more time to go through discovery in the case. And the judge, who has overseen this investigation now for years, first the investigation and now the ongoing proceedings for the lawsuit, has said a lot of this stuff was already litigated and we've argued out as the Attorney General was collecting the information, so we don't really need to have these arguments again. And also, we've already been through this process where the court has been delayed by the Trump Organization, and we're not interested in doing that again. So they've been very strict. The judge has said, this is the schedule, I intend to keep it.
Yeah, I was going to say, the former president certainly has a way of dragging things out through the court system. That's part of the tactics, his sort of legal tactics.
Right. Well, and although the transcripts may have been out there, this video gives us more information. We can see body language, we can see tone of the question and answer between President Trump and those asking him questions. So, Graham Cates, thank you for this and filing the FOIA request that made this available. We appreciate that.